A mother and daughter that we've spoken to a number of times over the last year or so. 12-year-old Lily-Rae from Nottingham has a thing called Stargardt's disease, which is essentially a degenerative sight loss condition. And about this time last year, we spoke to Lily and her mum, Emma, as they wanted to raise some money to raise awareness of her condition and also tick off some sites on their bucket list before Lily's sight completely disappears. Well, their life was changed completely, actually, thanks to the generosity of the public. But also Kate Winslet, who donated £5,000 to the bucket list, having heard about the story. Anyway, a year on, I caught up with them both, and Lily-Rae told me, well, her highlights of 2024.
It's been the husky sledding in Lapland. Then it was Kate Winslet, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
South Africa, which is our last trip this year. So we've had 3 major trips, basically.
Yeah. Remember, it's been an amazing year since we first spoke 12 months ago, a bit over actually. Things have been dramatic, haven't they? I mean, you were faced in that situation where you desperately wanted Lily-Rae to have her bucket list, to see the things that perhaps in later life she's not going to be able to see. Mm-hmm. You've got a time ticking away because you don't know. I hate to be talking about you, Lily, whilst you're in here, and we'll talk about your sight in a minute, but, you know, Lily's sight is getting progressively worse. Yeah. You don't have the luxury of going, well, we'll do it next year or the year after. You had to do it now.
Yeah, there was a lot of, since the diagnosis, there's been a lot of, let's pick the pace up, let's try and do these things as quick as possible. So yeah, that's been quite a challenge, because obviously without the help of all these other generous people, I wouldn't have been able to do that myself.
And there is an amazing generosity to this, isn't there? I mean, so you came on the radio, you went on the telly, been online, and people really queued up and said, well, you know, we'll help.
Smallest of contributions means everything. You know, even the £5 that people have passed over, that's enabled us to calculate, put it all together and do these amazing things.
Also, if you donate, just like, even if it's as much as you can give, because I know people are struggling at this time, but also it actually makes you feel good for yourself, we've discovered. Because when we first got a few donations, instead of, we thanked them, but then they thanked us back, because what they think, their idea is that they're helping a really nice cause, which they are, which makes them feel good about themselves.
Did that surprise you?
Yes, it really did for me and my mum, because we were just not expecting people to be, oh, thank you. For giving us money.
Thank you for giving us the chance to be able to give to you, because it's a two-way thing, charity, though, isn't it?
Yep.
It hadn't dawned on me at all when I did it that I was helping other people help us, and that made them feel good. And yeah, that psychology of it was really interesting and not what I'd considered when we first put it up. I didn't think it would go anywhere. I thought a couple of £100 might be nice.
And that, in a sense, if that's where it had finished, you'd have been thrilled with that as well, because that's a day out, that's an experience, that's going to the zoo or doing something, isn't it?
Yep, exactly that. So it gave us, some amazing opportunities, and the generosity was pretty astounding.
The thing is that there's a lot of emotions go into this, isn't there? That you don't want to have to ask in the first place. You don't want to ask because you don't want Lily to be going through the process, full stop. But also this money came in, and there must be a part of you thinking, really, we should squirrel this away and eke it out, but you've not done that because of the time factor. You've spent it for what it was intended to do. The money's come in, you've done the things.
It's all gone.
And that's because that's what was the point of it.
But we have these absolutely amazing memories and experiences, like, for instance, sharing South Africa with my mom. And that's something that she'll remember, Lily will remember, and my mum will remember forever and ever. And I felt a bit selfish doing all of these things with Lily and no one else kind of being involved. So when it was a case that my mum could come, that really, really made it extra special.
Look, we can talk about the fact that Kate Winslet, the Hollywood A-lister, amazing person, got involved. I mean, her generosity was humbling, actually. She didn't have to do it, and she did it out of the kindness of her heart. It's an amazing thing.
She's done it a few times as well. I'm not the only person she's helped in the past. She's helped
every time I say the word Kate Winslet, your face lights up. I mean, because she's an amazing person.
She's Kate, my mate. We love her. She's fabulous. You know, like you said, it's humbling to see somebody that, you know, 20 odd years ago, I was at the Odeon in Leicester Square watching Titanic, and just all that legacy that she has within British film as well. And then for her just to be this normal lovely human being that wasn't thinking, oh, this is all my money, you know, I want to help somebody else. And that's how I am. So it was, I kind of saw myself in her quite a lot. She's the same age as me as well. But I did see quite a lot of myself, because if I was in that position, that's what I'd do. I'd want to help people. I'd want to be able to watch somebody achieve with my help. And if I won the lottery, you know, half of it would be given to everyone else, you know. So to see somebody else in that position to do something so humbling was fabulous.
It was great. It was just lovely. We got them in the studio. It's just great to sort of just chill out and chat to them and find out how the year had gone and what the plans are for this year. More from Lily-Rae and Emma in a minute, actually. Now, a couple of minutes ago, we were hearing from a 12-year-old Lily-Rae and her mum, Emma. Thrilled to have them back on the show, actually. We keep in touch with them quite regularly. It's been what, a year or so, just over, since we first met them, when they prepared a bucket list for sights for Lily to see before she loses her sight for good. Well, it was a bit of a whirlwind last year when we were near there. So I wanted to know how Lily's feeling, essentially, about the future.
Quite difficult, because in one aspect it's seeing how your future is basically already planned out, what's going to happen, what you can and can't do. It's just kind of planned out for you before you even try it. Because, I mean, it might be good for some people, but for me, I like to be a bit more free and because I understand the aspect of Braille, I need to do this, I need to do this in Braille, I need to do that. But in certain aspects, it's like I'm not really living a normal life. And it's like it's all planned out perfectly, so I have the best opportunities, but it's planned out in a way where I'm forced to do it in a specific way and not be
Does
like
that
a normal
frustrate
person.
you?
Yeah, because it's like really unfair because I didn't want this condition to happen, but I'm trapped in. I have to do a specific thing so then I can actually do something else.
So in a sense, you've got to do some things to enable you to be able to do the things you want to do, but you have to do it in a certain way. That means Braille and using a cane and, you know, and whatever. You know, maybe there's a guide dog down the road and all the rest of it. Those are things that at your age you shouldn't be thinking about.
And it's like we say about the opportunities. She can do anything she puts her mind to, but there are going to be different struggles. And things like her being taken out of class. She, as I said earlier, she doesn't do geography and she doesn't do Spanish because she needs to be doing Braille and touch typing. They're two skills that would be better than Spanish or geography in the longer term.
Also, the reason why I've been taken out of Spanish and geography, because their idea is geography, it's vision really, and I can't really see well, and it would just be harder for me to map everything without some special training, which would be even harder to do. And then Spanish, it's just gonna take me a while, and I'm also really struggling in it. So their idea is most likely, well, if she's struggling in it and it's really hard for her, and she needs to learn Braille, let's substitute these lessons for Braille instead.
I think your future is incredibly bright, Lily. It's been a joy getting to know you over the last year. The pair of you, you're amazing. You're the bond between. I've said this before. The bond between you is amazing. I'm sure you annoy each other from time to time.
Oh yeah.
Boy, oh boy, the bond is incredible. You were making beautiful Christmas trees over Christmas that you were selling as well, and all of that. Listen, Lily, 2025, bright, sparkling new year. What's your big hope for this year?
I don't really have hopes. I know I just try and set my mind to something, and along the road I'll try and set my mind to something, but I normally just let that kind of
go with the flow.
Go with the flow, yeah.
Love
exactly.
that. We're gonna be more Lily this year. Emma, what about you?
There's a few things that are still on the bucket list, so we're going to try and work towards those as well. But for me, it's Lily gaining her independence. Is my goal for next year. I'm currently not able to work because of her requirements for me to be around. I'm actually taking a construction course part-time randomly. Me and my friend decided we'd just learn some new skills. So I'm hoping something might come out of that so I can work maybe self-employed and be a handy woman. And that enables me to then work around her time. But the aspect of Lily being more independent is key to me, as hard as it is for me to let go of that, you know, the apron strings, so to speak. Seeing her do things like getting on a bus and getting herself home from school, and as much as she she'd rather be in the car, and begrudges me for that. You are always very proud of yourself when you do achieve these things. And that to me is integral to her development in that independence.
It's a joy seeing you both in the studio. It's joy to see the smile on
Lovely to
both of
be
your
here.
faces. What a year last year was. Who knows what this year holds? Will you stay in touch? Can we keep
Of course.
can we keep chatting and see how
Definitely.
things go?
Definitely.
And if people want to find out more and see the pictures and all the rest of it, how will they find you online?
So we're on, we've got a YouTube channel, so people that have donated can then see what we've actually spent the money on, which is Lily-Rae and Emma's Adventures. We've got TikTok. So yeah, the next year is just going to be, hopefully, more of the same would be fabulous. But a slightly quieter year wouldn't be go amiss either, I suppose.
Well, I guarantee we'll keep in touch with them. There you are. That's Lily-Rae and her mum, Emma, just sort of talking through what was an extraordinary year last year, and people's generosity enabled that to happen, and to see what's going to happen this year. I have no doubt we will hear more from them. Well, I know we will. We keep in touch all the time one way and t'other, and you can find out more if you just put into Google Lily-Rae and Emma, you'll find they've done some stuff on social media and all the rest of it. You can go and check it out.